Hi, Bother Brigade. Here's what's bothering me today. So, I just saw the following article, and it's all about what the Supreme Court of the United States has more or less said that they're open to doing. Justices signal they'll okay new abortion limits, may toss Roe. The Supreme Court's conservative majority on Wednesday signaled it would uphold Mississippi's 15-week ban on abortion and may go much further to overturn the nationwide right to abortion that has existed for nearly 50 years. So to backtrack a little bit, this has to do with the fact that there was a recent Mississippi law that would have banned all abortion after 15 weeks. So even more than 16 weeks, right? Which, in effect, as other people have explained before, that's basically a near total abortion ban for a variety of reasons, because by the time you finally detect it and find out, it's already too late to abort it if you need to. But that's kind of all beside the point. I want to talk about what some of the justices are saying and how this could actually weirdly be a way of the Supreme Court being just brazenly political, but also overplaying their hand. Now, the 6 conservative justices have basically signaled that they do, on some level, support overturning Roe v. Wade in differing ways or for different reasons, but all in all, they support it. The liberal justices, on the other hand, had the following to say. The court's 3 liberal justices said that reversing Roe and Casey would significantly damage the court's legitimacy. Will this institution survive the stench that this creates in the public perception that the Constitution and its reading are just political acts? Justice Sonia Sotomayor asked. So there's the political angle of it. Here's the kicker, though. If the, Supreme Court justices, right, like that's a pretty significant element to this, right, of, this will actually harm the court if we basically just show that it's really more about political acts, which then that means in the future, when it comes to deciding rights, if the Supreme Court, as it currently stands, acts to eliminate Roe v. Wade, overturning what has been a right for 50 years, that then sets a precedent that rights can be retracted. So if there's ever another, say, in the future at some point, a very liberal or left-leaning Supreme Court, they might say, well, you know what? Based on the precedent of overturning Roe v. Wade, you know what? Maybe Americans don't have the right to bear arms. And that would be a precedent set by conservative justices. So that should give conservatives pause, but it should give everyone pause that this could set a very dangerous and terrifying precedent where all of a sudden it's, oh, well, you know what? People have the right to be free from bondage. That can change. The right to bear arms? Well, no. See, because of this overturned ruling back in the day where they overturned Roe v. Wade because they didn't like it, we can overturn this now, such as Second Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. The Supreme Court, under the conservatives, in its just tunnel vision focus on their moral values, which they think are actually moral, but that's a subject for another time, their laser focus on this has meant that they can't see the bigger picture of how this ultimately damages them and their cause and freedom and stability in America just in general. This is not really, ultimately, if they decide to go through with this, it is not a good decision for anyone on either side of the aisle, but they are just so focused on, no, but like abortion and babies, like that's what really matters because I'm a conservative and I believe it in my heart and this is saving America, without realizing they open the door to so much abuse and they create a legal precedent for that if they go along with this. If the conservative justices decide to overturn Roe v. Wade, sure, that's a quote-unquote victory for conservatives and Republicans, but it is ultimately short-lived, as it then sets a very unfortunate and scary precedent, which they may not like in the future, that will more than likely come back to bite them in the ass. It also negatively impacts, potentially, by setting a precedent for the removal of freedoms and rights in America in the future, all because they were too short-sighted in their zeal to actually see the bigger picture and how it could hurt them. I am literally a commoner. I'm not a legal expert, but even I can see that this is a potential problem. But apparently the Supreme Court, full of supposedly intelligent justices and people, can't even figure that out. And that is what's bothering me today.